High Point, North Kakalaki, the town better known as Little Chicago. It's time for the Friday Night Gamble! Walsh and his co-host, the pride of Gorilla Glue from Hair Products, Ricky Nickerman. Our musical guest tonight is technical difficulties, so let's give him a hand. Get ready for an hour of fun and conversation, music, and mayhem. Let's light and let's roll the dice as we welcome our host, the Statesville troubadour himself, Matt Walsh.
Woo-woo! Woo! Hey! Welcome, y'all. How's it going? And welcome to the Friday Night Gamble. We can heat up somebody. Hey, no matter the world's on fire. Stay here a while because we're going to have one of the real good times tonight, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're back at it, Tony P.
We are.
How was your birthday, man?
Oh, my birthday was great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of work done in the past week.
What did you get for your birthday?
What did I get for my
What
birthday?
did you get for your birthday?
I got a poster, a blueprint canvas of the space shuttle.
Wow.
Right.
It's like a big old 24 by 28. Yeah.
So you into the whole astronaut
Yeah,
thing?
y'all didn't know
I didn't know that you were.
He's big into the NASA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big into the
Okay.
NASA.
I am.
Folks, we're big into our sponsors here on the Friday Night Gamble, so let's just get this out of the way. I just cracked one of these bad boys right here. It's a Butch Light Dandelion Clover Melatonin IPA. What's it doing
Yes,
for y'all?
sir. I mean, it's
Talk about it.
talking, my friend.
Talk about
It's
it.
the
Our
manimal.
good
Manimal, you've talked about it a couple times. Could you tell us your opinion on Butch Light and the products that he provides to not only us but everyone else in the community?
Well, I'd like to say I thoroughly enjoy my nice Butch Light. So,
He'll be
It's
doing
nice.
a commercial soon, y'all.
Nice.
That
That
melatonin
It gets to everybody. That
Yes,
melatonin.
it's fine to the touch, baby.
He's a little sleepy. He's always a little sleepy, you know.
Y'all, folks, you can't sleep when you know there's $25 being cash money being given away.
No, you
I mean,
cannot.
think of the things you could do with $25, man.
$25, y'all. That's why we got to thank Nip Law Firm for
Yes.
sponsoring the High Rollers game show.
Yeah.
We all need
a lawyer in their life. He's a lawyer.
Time or two, I've kept 3 employed in Iredell County. What are you talking about?
Folks, if you want to employ a good slide, you ought to check out Doc Sigmeyer at Rocky Mountain Slides. Man, he makes some of the best slides, y'all.
Really?
I'll give you one after the show.
Okay, cool. I've been looking to get one anyway.
He
So,
makes fantastic slides, man.
and he hand makes them all.
Hand makes all
right.
this stuff. Yeah.
What's he make them out of? Man?
Well, this is an Elements. This is out of stone. This one is.
Okay.
But I mean, he's got glass ones that are like Corseidon, the old Corseidon medicine ball. He's got everything. Check
That's
it out.
cool. Yeah.
RockyMountainSlides.com.
Definitely.
Folks, if you're watching this thing and you think it's hip, please share it with your friends. We're not asking for you to drop a tip or anything like that, but we would like you just to share it with your friends. And also, folks, if you look down in the description of this stream, you will find a link to not only my YouTube channel, but also Tony P's Astro Jam.
Yeah, Tony P, baby.
We strongly advise you to please subscribe to both. It doesn't take a second. You go ahead and open that one. I did this last time, Tony P, and I think it helped folks. I'm going to talk them through it. Now, we're right here. Go ahead and open that other window. We're still here.
Yeah.
Even though you can't see us, we're here.
Don't be confused with your actual window.
We're with you. Just go down. It's the little red subscribe button. Okay? Right there. Hit it. We're still here. We're with you. We're holding your hand through the whole damn thing. The one that
You ain't flatlining yet.
No.
You're not flatlining.
No.
And if that's not support,
Speaking of
man.
flatlining,
Move to the light.
speaking of flatlining and moving to the light, we almost lost. I was fearing for his welfare, Tony P. We almost lost Ricky Dickerman.
Ricky.
Jesus.
Back.
I was set back during our break.
Ricky, what happened to you, buddy? Huh?
I was doing the Gorilla Glue challenge. I got hung out on that glue. More ways than one.
Let me guess, you're one of the guys that took part of the Tide Pod challenge too, huh?
Well, you know,
Well, I heard that you partnered though with Gorilla Glue recently to make a line of hair products. Is this true?
I have some new products coming out. As part of my restoration surgery, we have new products coming out.
Okay, because that was my next
I'm going to
question.
debut next week.
Is do you have hair to put the product on?
Yes.
Well, hold on now.
Oh, come on. This is a nice Vin Diesel.
Because of the adhesives, there is basically just bald skin under here right now.
Right now.
Right now.
So
but
your
I will
skull's
grow it
not
back.
exposed or anything.
What
You got a
do you
couple
mean by
layers of
exposed?
skin. Oh, I didn't. Well, I meant it as a joke.
If the light shines on it and the right. But what we're doing right now is I'm working with Gorilla Glue, and we're coming up with some different hair care products, wigs, plugs, different
Wigs.
things like that.
So you're a firm believer in this product. You'd
Until-
vouch for it.
So
As
this
it-
isn't
as it
something
comes
you
back,
actually put
my
on your
natural-
hair. This is a.
Well, this is a product that you use while your hair regrows naturally. Is the way I'm told that it's supposed to work. I think I was drunk when they were explaining it to me.
Sounds about
And
right.
I was trying. I got strung out on that glue.
Is it good? That doesn't work. I mean, that's the main thing. If you
To me, it seems like
It's in God's hands.
could it do something with this?
One or two right here.
Could it do something with this, Ricky?
There's a little bit.
Could it do something with this? I mean, I need a lot of
That's
help.
where they're going with it long term. Is to help people like you.
What do you mean, people like me? I'm coming to you for
I was
help.
the victim of an unfortunate accident
Unfortunately.
Tell what you really think, Ricky.
online who uses it as a hair care product. I did too. I got my hand glued to my head, and then I passed out and had a case of beer stuck to my head.
A whole
I had it
case.
Surgically, well, just the container. The carton.
Okay.
I had to have it surgically removed.
I wish we could say we've all been there, Ricky.
But we certainly
There's more of us
haven't.
out there than you know.
Well, there was this one time.
There's more of us out there. But anyway, that's why Gorilla Glue is working on new products to help people.
Okay,
Like
give one
myself.
final plug to them.
Gorilla Glue, you know I'm here for you.
Jesus.
I love you for more than one reason. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm still
There's-
off the glue.
There's the code. There's the code.
Somebody give him a makeshift.
Promo code.
what the hell is that
Promo code SNORT.
Huff.
We're going to attract the wrong crowd.
Well, the last time we saw technical difficulties, or at least the last time I saw them, they were in my music video for "Don't Shut My Party Down,"
Yes.
Yeah.
clobbering each other over their laps.
I tell you what, I asked you guys to fight and y'all fought.
We all, yeah.
That was a good
The law was almost called, I believe. And
That first action that you said, the first time you said action right before that first fight scene. Boy, they almost knocked the camera down.
They did. Oh yeah, I was.
Well, I mean,
I kept having the cameraman. He was like, "Whoa!" He was like, "I think." He's like, "We might want to cut this. Cut."
I tell you, when you tell these guys to fight, they fight. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
get ready. 1, 2, 3, fight. No, don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't tell
I
us
did.
that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
you know he's going to
What
hurt
got me
somebody
was
if
that-
you've seen the
Yeah.
video. Plain and
What got me
simple.
was when they started throwing each other around.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we
just
figured,
like
you know, we
that.
need to really sell it to speak for the town of Statesville. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
I
from
mean,
there, I'm from
We
there.
have
It kind of
a-
sums
we
it
have a
up.
lot of pent-up aggression towards each other.
Yeah,
that we can't really
it's-
get
it's
out
true.
on a regular
Speaking of
basis.
That's why we asked you
We
to
just
sign
like
away
to do it
from-
in a productive manner.
That was a good release for us.
They
Thank
were
you.
gorilla gluing each other to the
Hey, I don't know
wall.
what you were getting out of it.
It was wild.
We were secretly advertising for you,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Technical difficulties. Introduce yourself down
Yeah.
the line. Start with Nathan down there.
I'm Nate, a.k.a. Nasty Nate. And I'm the drummer.
Tell him your real nickname.
You mean Nasty Nate's not a
Disgusting Nathaniel. That's what it is.
drummer? That's when he goes into like the 4-star places, right?
yeah, that's
I
right.
put my bow tie and my suit on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm the manimal, and I'm the bass player. I slap occasionally, and I'm not talking about the bass.
Right.
I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that.
You and Ricky Dickerman have something in common that's not too popular with
Don't
the
ever.
ladies.
I've never tried with Gorilla Glue though.
It'll stick right on there.
Are you having a hard time finding dates too? Because he is as well.
Oh, yeah,
He's
no,
got a
no.
problem with slapping.
What do you mean by dates? Mouthwash.
And on my
Why are you going to divert from that?
I don't know. I think he's
Come
calling
on,
you
answer the
mouthwash.
question.
He's calling
Not
you
me.
mouthwash.
Not
I don't know. I'm giving it the wrong Matt.
Anyway, I'm just Matt. Just
Just
Matt.
Matt. He's
That's
good.
all it is. Everybody else
Just
gets a
Matt.
cool nickname. I'm just Matt.
But you just get mad. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and-
I'm just Matt too.
yeah. See, Team Matt over here. Am I right?
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
10 Matt. Yes, sir.
Just Matt squared.
But yeah, no man, thanks for having us and everything. We kind of do the rock and roll and the reggae and just whatever,
Whatever.
you know,
All right,
man.
A
Kind
little
of,
bit this, a
Well,
little bit
yeah. There's
I'm
really
gonna
no category
I'm
you
going
can.
to give the first question to Ricky because I know that he told me before the show he might have to leave periodically to go
I'm
fix
not
his
feeling
dress.
so good. Plus, I gotta get back to my. I just gotta go to the
You
bathroom.
said
for a
something
minute.
about
Are you-
drainage.
is it
Time?
bit-
Is it,
a little
you're,
itchy?
you're having drainage
Little
on your
shaky.
head. is
Oh,
what-
Matt. Oh, come on, y'all.
It's
He's not
Yeah.
Are you dripping over there?
down my shirt. It's just down the back.
He's starting to shake a little bit.
Well, ask him a question, Ricky, and then go tend to your wounds. Go lick your wounds.
Matt, you were telling me you work at Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah. I worked with Hendrick for a couple years, man, doing like just drivability and suspension work for him and stuff like that. Basically, they'd bring me like a 1,500 horsepower Mustang, and they'd be like, "Hey, this kind of pulls to the left. Can you make it not do that?" And that was kind of my gig. So, you know, horsepower is great and all, but if you can't drive it, then it's not worth a lot. But I kind of stepped away from that, man. I got burnt out turning wrenches.
Well, why don't y'all get on down and take it right down the center lane and hit us up with one of your good songs?
We can do that. We can do that for sure.
Try
We'll do an original. This is called Woman. This is going to be off our first album coming up this summer. We're recording with Sound Crew Entertainment
All right.
out of Mooresville. It's pretty good guys. They put on Dan Fest and all that stuff. So, fellas, you want to?
Yeah.
Woman, 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 I don't want you, I don't want you, baby. Woman, 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 who needs you anyways? Woman, 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 I don't want you, baby. Woman, 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 who needs you anyways? My baby loves getting laid, and I told her I love getting paid. She said she wants another place to stay as I spoke to her. We're gonna figure it out some way. Then she told me, no, we gotta do this now as I spoke to her. I'm in it to make it proud. Then she told me she was seeing someone else, so I had to put her loving on the shelf. Woman, 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 I don't want you, baby. Woman, 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 who needs you anyways? Woman, 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 I don't want you, baby. Woman, 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 who needs you anyways? She said I turned her heart black as I spoke. Good God, yeah, I'll never take you back. She said, could you have pity on this fool? And I said, no, because you used me up for my tool. Then she told me she was seeing someone else, and so I had to put her loving on the shelf. Now she's stuck up in her selfish ways. I ain't got time for that bullshit today. Woman, 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 I don't want you, baby. Woman, 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 who needs you anyways? Woman, 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 I don't want you, baby. Woman, 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 who needs you anyways? Woman, 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 I don't want you, baby. Woman, 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 who needs you anyways? Woman, 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 I don't want you, baby. Woman, woman, woman,
music, y'all.
Thanks, man.
Now I know this.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Now I know this isn't your usual setup. You guys don't usually play acoustic,
No.
but I'm, you know, and I hate to be the guy that compares people to other bands, but I'm gonna be that guy.
In sync.
Because
How dare you?
not that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. No wonder you got a Band-Aid on your head. No wonder you got a Band-Aid on your head.
Hey, I'll take NSYNC because of Justin Timberlake because we're bringing sexy back.
Well, what I was thinking,
What you got?
that was close. But what I was thinking was almost like a Violent Femmes meets ska.
Right there.
I like that.
I like Violent
It's kind of
Femmes,
cool.
man.
Only because you know the ska, but it's the kind of you know, kind of more predominant bass in the acoustic guitar. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Cool stuff, man.
And like you said, man, most of the time, you know, this is the first like acoustic sit down thing we have ever
You
done
guys are doing
together.
great.
Ever.
You guys are
Thank
doing
you.
fantastic.
Most of the time we got amps and he's got
He's done some solo stuff, solo acoustic stuff.
yeah,
in
but
there,
that's it. You know.
But together,
Well, thank God I put Pro Tools on the mic and everything. When we
Thank you.
and
You
made you
know.
guys sound like we're sounding now.
Well,
because
cool. Make us sound a lot
Hey,
better.
we
than
appreciate
actually
the
are.
effort.
I do
Yeah.
have to apologize for that shot of my mug. I was trying to zoom in on you guys and I accidentally flipped the camera around.
Hey, everybody needs a view of your pretty face.
I got nervous because I was like, I didn't know. How did I do that?
everyone else did too, Tony P. They thought it was subliminal. They thought that it's like the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like in the 80s when those pirates took over the network.
Just put a Gorilla Glue logo over his head.
Remember that? You guys are probably too young for that.
I remember
I've got older brothers, so I kind of
So-
hip to all that.
I want to ask about the band, but first, you know, the ska is not the only music y'all play, but how did the ska influence come in?
I mean,
And Nate, would you like to take
who's-
that,
are
man?
you the
Because
ska fan?
you're a
reggae guy?
big 311 guy. So let's let Nate take
a lot
that.
of 311 and Sublime. I like the.
Did you write that last one, or
No,
because you know what? You know how the first way for a drummer to get fired from a band, don't you?
What's that?
Is when they come in and go, "Hey guys, I wrote a song."
Damn right. I used to be a drummer, and I don't play with that band anymore.
I only ride the drums.
But anyway, so big ska fan.
Yeah,
And-
and a lot of 311 Sublime
So you-
influences in my percussion.
So do you guys listen to ska music, Manimal? Are you?
No, I was Slayer and Sabbath and
Well, that's a cool. I mean,
Yeah.
great.
Tell them how
transition.
you
Probably
ended
great,
out
man.
playing the bass for us.
I just wanted to
That-
play music.
Well, the hell, that's what. Most
He's a
guys do.
guitar player. He's
That's,
a guitar
that's better than I'm just doing it to get girls.
Yeah, no,
Which is
seriously.
bad.
Hey, if you want
if you want a career,
if you want to get girls, you don't join our band.
well said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do your own production. So listen, how did the band come together? How did we form this band?
Man, in all
How long's the
honesty,
band been together? What, couple years?
9 months.
9 months.
No,
9
it's
months.
It's been almost a year. It's been
Okay.
about
It'll
11.
be a year come June.
And it started with me and this guy and a looper pedal.
Yeah, man, I had a looper pedal and I bought a cheap $250 Ludwig kit from a guy that I worked with that was
With a
pretty set up
PA,
already.
and-
And I was like, well, that's a good deal. And then he sold me his PA and I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And I started playing guitar again because I played since I was about 10, 12 years old.
Okay.
And, you know, I play a little bit of bass, guitar, drums, just whatever.
Right.
And
Okay. So since you're 12, you've been doing all this.
yeah, pretty much everything, man. And
Thank you.
I don't know, man. I just something sparked me one day. It was like, hey, man, you need to get a band together because it's been a couple years
Did
since I
y'all
played.
know Manimal together? or
The
just-
way the Manimal. Let me tell this quick little blip.
What's the guy who
So-
used to deliver pizza that ended
Yeah, I was
up
gonna
getting
say,
caught
he's
for
Terry Baker.
serial
Oh,
killer?
Terry.
Yeah, Terry Baker. Did he just
Yeah.
like bring a pizza to you guys'
The
house?
way that this happened was I broadcasted on Facebook, hey, I've got a new rock and roll reggae style band. I'm looking for a bass player. And out of nowhere, this guy that I've never met or seen a day before in my life sends me a message and says, hey, man, I play the 6-string. And I was like, no shit, dude. You play a 6-string bass? You're probably pretty good if you
You're
play a
probably a
6-string.
guitar player.
Yeah, well, that's what he was.
Yeah.
And I was like, a 6-string bass, dude, that's awesome. He's like, no, guitar. And I was like, who the hell says they play guitar and say
But
I play a six string?
Thank God you
Yeah.
don't play bass like a guitar player, because we got those
Yeah.
out there. That
We had
play-
our first
But-
gig booked before we even had a bass player.
Yeah, I booked a gig before we had a bass player. I was going to do it with an electric
Looper
harmonics,
pedal.
octave multiplexer, and a looper pedal, and
Well,
just kind of.
I'll tell you something, fellas. You know, if you got it and you got the desire and you got the heart, a lot of times, I'll put it this way. You were asking me earlier how I got to where I am now. Honestly, by not being ready to be seen in front of people, and probably shouldn't even been on stage, but just everything I learned on stage.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think there's a lot to be said for what you just said, and when you just go for it.
Yeah, man.
And you're not
Yeah.
scared, because that is what young bands need to learn these days. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know if you guys were told this or if you tapped into some but that's the old school way how things used to be.
Yeah.
You know, a guy
Yeah.
that taught me a lot about music, a guy named Barry Harris. He's long gone now, but he was one of the old timers. And you know, it was amazing to hear him tell stories like, you know, and I don't know if these were true or not, but you know, he would say, hey, you know, we showed up and the guy forgot his drumsticks. We went out in the woods and looked around for some suitable sticks that would work for the night. Really? I mean,
How-
these guys did.
That's like the race
How
with your
many
bone
times
style
have we
music.
taped together drum
Show must
heads
go on.
and
That's
all
it. And that's
that?
showbiz.
Yes.
And that stuff makes your limitations being set up. The odds make you stronger. They do. They make you stronger. And I tell you how they make you stronger. They make you stronger when you do have opportunities.
Right.
You say yes to them even if you're not ready, because you know what, you've already built that confidence up that, you know what, I can do this.
Yeah, we
I'll
played.
figure it out.
We played a gig last weekend that we forgot completely about until
Yeah,
2 days
I've been
before.
there.
And I was like, "Oh shit, we got a gig, guys! By the way, we got to be at this charity event at Clutches, and that's another thing we do too, man.
That's
is-
happened a lot with Ricky,
Yeah.
his probation officer. It's happened a lot.
He's over here. He's having issues right now.
Are there strobe lights in here?
He's withdrawn. He's withdrawn
Yes,
from the
Ricky.
glue. He needs
Are
some
there
glue.
strobe lights?
Black lights too. Everything's in black light.
Yeah.
I don't know if
You
you're
were
seeing black
Talking about
light.
how did you get here, Matt Walsh? I have no idea how I got here today. Does anybody remember how I got here today?
I don't
Buddy
know.
Hartman dropped you off
Jesus.
Oh,
What's today?
in a hearse.
oh,
Was
What
I
is
in
he
the
doing?
front
What
seat
is
or
he
the
doing?
back
What is
seat?
he doing?
What is
in
he
a
doing
hearse?
with a hearse?
It's a business idea. I'm trying to get kicked out.
You
scare
guys
people
need
to
talk
death?
We're trying to help get rid of, everybody's had one of those situations. I can look at you guys and tell.
Yeah,
Where
no.
you wake up beside somebody and they may or may not still be breathing.
We've been
You need somebody.
what kind of question and situation is this?
Ricky,
Yeah.
stop
That's
mentioning
very
You need some help fixing that situation. Buddy and I have been there more times than I can count.
You guys thought you were cutting edge, didn't you? Yeah.
What?
You guys thought you were cutting edge.
Cutting
coming
And
here.
so
and then you guys meet him. And
No,
find
man,
out
he's a
how
great,
you
need
he's a
some
great
help
take. He
like
fits
that.
right in
It
with.
really is.
we're working on a sponsorship deal for the show, Mouthwash.
Okay.
mouthwash.
He's
I
the
tell you what, you can tell he's been hanging around Buddy all day. You know?
Oh yeah, he gets real sassy.
Yeah, he does.
The days that he comes on, the
Yeah.
Fridays.
My
he
head
comes-
hurts.
Yeah, now his head hurts.
Have
I
you
gotta
taken
go take a
anything?
nap.
Have you taken anything or?
I don't know, but if you get blood on that chair, you're
Clyde, you got any,
Yeah,
any glue?
you should really listen.
You got any glue, Matt?
What?
You got any glue?
No, he has no.
I'm fresh out as of
Dude, he's
Tuesday,
only
man.
been out of
How do you think
rehab
his
for like
hair's
3
on?
days for the glue.
Ricky,
I need to go take a nap.
you better go change your bandages while technical difficulties plays us another song. How
I
about
need to go
that?
take a nap.
Yeah, you go nap. Guys, I'm sorry. I did say that there was no nap
It's
time on the
okay.
show.
Yeah.
Guys,
So
I
does
said
that
there
mean-
were snacks?
Are
I
we
said-
clear to have snacks now?
I guess so. You
Okay,
guys
Manimal, go get the Doritos out of the truck.
They messaged me
We got
today.
Doritos?
They said, can we have snacks? Like, can we eat Doritos on set? And I said, no.
No
you
snacks,
Can't,
no
you can't
nap
take
time.
naps either. But apparently there's nap time.
Come on,
so-
man. Everybody loves
Oh, yeah.
snacks and
You
naps.
go lay
Oh,
down.
Jesus.
Oh,
You go lay
man.
This
down.
wasn't me!
For once.
For once.
For once.
What you guys got next?
All right, man. We're gonna do another original. I guess this will be on the first album too, coming in summer, and this is called "Through the Grind."
Through the grind.
You guys got it? You ready?
problem might be you. Won't someone take me through the grind again to lose your mind again? Well, I've been hanging on a dream, really don't think it's coming true. Won't someone take me through the grind again to lose your mind again? Well, I can never find the words I wanna say to you. I wouldn't have it any other ways, but baby, anyways, now that everything is going just fine, I kinda miss her. I would lose my mind over you. I don't know what's wrong with me. Really think the problem might be you. Won't someone take me through the grind again to lose your mind again? Well, I've been hanging on a dream, really don't think it's coming true. Won't someone take me through the grind again to lose your mind again? Well, I could never find the words I wanna say to you. I wouldn't have it any other ways, but baby, anyways, now that everything is going just fine, I kinda miss how I would lose my mind over. I could never find the words I wanna say to you. I wouldn't have it any other ways, but baby, anyways, now that everything is going just fine, I kinda miss how I would lose my mind over you.
All right. Hope y'all enjoyed that a little bit, man. Huh?
Kicking butt.
Thanks,
man.
brother.
Kicking
Thank you, my
butt,
friend.
brother.
Thank you, my friend.
Kicking butt.
We're trying to like bring back everything that
But-
died. You know what I'm doing? Like how you do that like old school Americano blues thing, and you bring back the life of what everybody's lost. Cause I don't know about you, but I hate pop music, man. I hate it. Like some people are talented in it, but so much of it is just
I tell you,
nothing compared to all the undiscovered musicians that are all over YouTube. I mean, it's every day you're seeing some 7-year-old girl out here that's the next greatest
yeah.
Eddie Van Halen, you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
And it's
Well,
crazy.
You know what?
It's
YouTube,
ridiculous.
YouTube does a lot. When
It does.
When I was a kid, I was talking about this with a guitar player yesterday. You used to have to go check out records and try to figure those out. You know?
Yeah.
But it's
Records. What are those?
yeah, exactly. Speaking of records, talk about this damn old Gibson.
Oh my God!
1932.
Thank you for asking. This is a 1933 Gibson F35. Okay.
Year.
And thank you so much to my girlfriend and her mother for allowing me to play this guitar and keep it in my home and more or less ooh and ah over what I have
sounds
here.
fantastic, man.
And I have not put strings on this thing. I've done nothing. This is set in a closet for 30 years. Man.
Oh yeah, man.
I have not done anything but tune it. And it's been on stage with Doc Watson at Fiddler's Grove and Union Grove. And
Awesome.
it's a piece of history. It's an 88-year-old guitar, and it's still intact. And I'm sure you can see that it is quite beat up in every way.
He
It's
still
been,
really likes to finger the A on.
it's been split down the back, but it's just
So any repair work on it? Or is it
nothing I've done. I mean,
is everything's original on it?
yeah,
Very
original
cool,
tuners, original frets. I mean, I'm sure
Very
some of these
cool.
pins have been replaced at some point,
Man.
but
Makes like maybe a couple of them had, yeah.
original pick guard. I mean.
Fantastic. You
And
know-
of course, right here, the main factor is this custom 1997 butterfly sticker from your local food line. And you know, they only did that on this specific serial number.
No,
So,
no, that's
just-
you're thinking of Harris Teeter models.
Baller.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a piece of music
That's
history, and
beautiful. Have you
it's
guys ever? Let me ask you guys something. Have you ever been to Bangladesh?
I've once or twice.
Really?
Bangladesh, yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, our good friend Richie Cash has been over in Bangladesh, and we got to turn it over to High Rollers. We have a game show, folks, on this variety show called High Rollers, and Richie, what is going on?
Just flew back in.
What's going on in Bangladesh, bro?
Hey, I'm out there. You know, I am building the world's most baller zoo.
Bubba, is it coming to fruition, or what's happening with it?
It is getting there.
Give us the folks a status.
I was in Dhaka. I've been in Dhaka for the last week and a half.
Dhaka.
Dhaka. It's the capital of Bangladesh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on,
I've
Tony
never
P.
been.
Read a book. Read a book. Yeah, I went in through.
Tony
I
P,
went in
read a
through.
book.
I went in through
I'll
Chittagong.
try.
I went in through Chittagong. It's their biggest seaport. I flew. I
Get
went
woke,
in on a
Tony
cruise.
P.
I know. I got to
Get
get
woke.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm out
Everybody's
there.
telling me. I got to get
I'm
woke.
out there. It's the 8th most populated city in the world.
Did you get a haircut? Did you get a haircut?
I got a style while I was in Dhaka.
A style.
Yeah, it
You
looks
look
good.
good.
It looks
It looks-
great.
yeah.
The last couple times you were here, you were kind of,
You remind me of
I know
a
you
young
travel a
Vanilla
lot.
Ice.
You know, that's how it
I
is.
know you-
We're
young
you're working-
Vanilla
you're
Ice?
You're working a lot.
You're working.
You're
Yeah,
working a
or
lot.
a,
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm
or
out
for
there.
a younger
I'm trying.
generation, a Dragon Ball Z character.
You do with the orange and all that.
That means a lot coming from.
But you
someone
do
just
look more
you.
like Vanilla Ice's father. But anyway, carry on.
What a coincidence! I am Vanilla Ice's father. But we'll get
What
into
a
that later.
coincidence.
We'll get into that later. Well, it was alleged.
Maybe you can touch on that on
We'll
down
talk
the
about
road.
that
I
later.
use the attorney, Nip Law Firm, who does all the real estate planning, family law practice that you'll ever need with this real estate market. It's going through the roof. It's
Get
it's
out of
so
being
hot right
Vanilla
now.
Ice's daddy. Call him Nip Law Firm.
Bingo. Or not just Vanilla Ice's dad. Maybe anybody's.
Baby,
But that's a whole different thing. Hey man, you got
Baby,
never
spin
mind.
that wheel.
That's a whole different thing.
Honey,
But
spin the wheel. and
this
let's-
is our game.
Let's see what we got. Tell the folks about the game.
High rollers. Here's what we do. We got 7 categories that pertain to the show. Very simple. I spin the wheel. I got trivia questions. The very first correct comment on the Facebook Live, that comments on the Facebook Live stream, wins $25 cold hard cash.
No ties, no bullshit.
Cold hard cash, no ties. Got to be the first one, and it needs to be the specific answer. We've run into some problems before, but like I said, we got a good lawyer, so we're all good.
And we'll know. And we'll know if you Google it too.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right. And we
protected.
got people watching all over, like in P Ridge.
We got this shit
P Ridge.
dialed
Who's
in
out
now.
in
Y'all
P
can't
Ridge?
Google anymore.
Robert
Yeah.
O'Neill's out in P Ridge
Yeah.
this weekend.
He's out in P
Washington
Ridge.
County.
That's
Hey,
right.
I've been
Robert.
down there. I own some
Blues
property
Loving
down
Bob. Shout out to Blues Loving
there.
Bob.
Shout out to Blues Loving Bob. All right. Now that we got all that business out of the way, let's make you that
Do
moolah.
it. Do it.
What do we got?
Love those special effects, Tony P.
We've got Thor's Paranormal. Thor's Paranormal, a friend of the show, and we haven't seen him in a while.
Where is Thor, I wonder?
Well, he's probably out hunting Yeti.
He's
I've got him
probably-
working
yeah.
on a special
He
project
goes on
for me.
expeditions that last almost for like
Hunting a
year.
Yeti?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
We know a guy named Kenny G that is currently hunting a Sasquatch
I thought you bought it.
in the Piedmont
I
region.
have a Yeti carcass. I'm looking for a
yes.
real one that I can keep in my baller zoo.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
That's
but
the
anyway,
way to do it.
that's neither here nor there.
Anybody can
That's
do it,
my
you can
own
do it,
money on
Ricky.
my own time. Let's make you that money with this question. In Philadelphia folklore, this creature is said to inhabit the Pine Barrens and is often described as a flying biped with hooves. You know what a biped is, Tony P?
Yes.
What's a biped?
A biped walks on 2 feet.
Thank you. It walks on 2 feet.
I thought it
2
was a
feet.
bicycle.
2 feet with hooves. Exactly. It's a very confusing word.
Is that like
So-
a moped?
For you, probably. In Philadelphia folklore,
Whoa!
this creature is said to inhabit the Pine Barrens and is often described as a flying biped with hooves. All right,
Wow.
first correct comment on the Facebook live stream wins a cold hard cash. I'll be back in a few with the correct answer and to tell you who tonight's winner is. Now back to Matt and technical difficulties.
Woo!
Right.
Richie Cash.
Richie.
I just have to tell you, thank you. I want to say
You're
on
welcome,
camera.
baby.
No, well, let me get it out first.
Sorry.
Thank you for the catering by Outback Steakhouse.
Hey, well, not all those animals are going into the zoo. Sorry. Was that on camera?
Fellas,
Is there another beer in here?
Yes.
My drummer is extremely thirsty
yes.
and is in need of a Butch Light.
I'm a horrible guest.
You're not a horrible guest. You're a horrible host.
I'm a horrible. I'm both. I'm both. I'm a horrible guest and a horrible host. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Does anybody else need
Yes,
a Butch
I would
Light?
appreciate
I've
one.
got
Man, let me
Butch
tell
Light.
you, Butch Light,
Butch Light for you,
dandelion.
Man, throw it on the
clover,
table.
melatonin.
My tank's my tank's about to hit B.
The dandelion clover melatonin.
Well,
It's
well,
beautiful.
Is anybody getting sleepy? These things are 22% alcohol.
these are 22%.
22%.
22%.
Okay.
You know, I do feel
I'm
like I
getting
just
real
ate about
sleepy.
3 turkey legs.
Yes,
No naps. No naps.
The second one's
Oh,
like
yeah, there's no nap time. Shit.
The second one's like the second.
Ricky
Coke.
got a fucking nap.
Your words, not ours.
Fellas, you've been together for 9 months. Have you got an album together? Are you thinking about putting out an album?
Man,
Working on one right now.
yeah, Nate, would you like to tell them about what actually we got going on in
Yeah,
our reality? Give them the whole scoop.
We're working with Sound Crew Studios and Bryce Sandall, trying to record our first album. Hopefully, it'll be out this summer.
Okay.
And
So you guys actively
you know,
started.
we got
Yeah.
a solid one song fully recorded.
Okay.
And not quite mastered yet, but recorded. And we've got about 8 other songs that we've probably done about 30 seconds worth of good work on. Yeah, we're working on getting together.
So in other words, we're the next Led Zeppelin.
Yes. There's a reason why we are called Technical Difficulties, because we cannot
Yeah.
get our shit together.
And we have lost, you know, we've been through a couple things over the past 2 months or so. We lost our lead guitar player too, and everything.
Yeah,
So
so we're
we kind of take a different pace and change and everything, which we are looking for a new lead guitar. So
So
please,
really,
if anybody out there can tear it up and shred, send
Let
us
us
something
know.
to Technical
Give us
Difficulties.
something.
Follow our page on Facebook. We're looking for somebody reliable,
Let me ask you
down to
this.
earth.
Have you thought about doing an acoustic tune or two on your record?
We have
Because you should.
we have
You should. I think you should.
You think so?
This little. You said it's the first time you've done this.
Ever.
But it's working.
ever.
Yeah.
It sounded good.
Thank you.
Manimal, we talked to him about his upbringing a little bit in music. How did you come to thumping the bass? You were playing guitar before.
Yeah. Well, I'll start off with. My dad got me interested in AC/DC, so I owe a lot of my music upbringing to him.
Right.
I started off with Back in Black. It was a dual disc CD.
Yeah,
had a video concert and just a straight album. And
And how old were you then?
I was probably about 8.
That's enough to rock an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I showed my son. Well, I didn't show him, but I let him hear Link Raise the Rumble, and it blew his mind.
Yeah.
And I showed him Black Sabbath, and then he
Yeah.
he was done.
That came later, but that got me interested in the SGs. I love them.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
my dad.
I've seen you with you guys.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll talk about the SG
Yeah.
later.
But
I love your SG.
Shut up, Matt.
So I got I had this black SG. It looked exactly like Angus Young's from his black SG years, and played that, loved it, had it for 12, 13 years, something like that, and it was my primary guitar.
Shut up, man. Why you gotta make it sound like?
Because
Go
I
on,
love
go-
that.
Go
fucking
on,
thing.
go on. Okay, speaks more
And he
about.
stole it from you.
No.
No, hold on.
Worse.
So
Worse.
I was playing that thing and joined up with Matt, which that's thanks to my friend Johnny. I asked him, I was like, hey man, you know anybody that's like doing a band or something? He gave me his number. I texted him, 6-string bass. So after that point, I moved out. I lived with him for a while, so we were roommates. And one day I left the cord in the guitar. I was playing it, left it in. He walked past.
And we know how SGs are even more fragile than Les Pauls. to be
Yes.
honest.
Oh, man.
Headstock
going.
snapped, man.
Headstock, man.
Man, I felt so
You should.
bad.
The right kind of
should.
Gorilla Glue.
I've got to say,
and you can put
should
it back
have felt
together.
bad for
Oh
that.
man,
Yeah.
I wanted to just dig
I
a
bet-
hole in the
I bet-
backyard
I
and
bet
bury
so.
myself for at least a week.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Oh
You
man, because
deserve
I
it.
played. That
So,
was my backup
Were you there
guitar.
when it happened?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to
I was,
tell you.
I was that far away.
Oh.
Yeah, he was standing right there. I
what
just
was the look on his face? I mean,
It just like
give it to him. Give it to him.
What would be the look on y'all's face if I told y'all to play a song, and once you start playing, a werewolf will come out and start dancing to your music?
Well, all I think is you're gonna have to play the guitar with us if that's the route we're gonna take.
I can do that.
I'm gonna. You want to play some guitar solos,
I
man?
would love to, man.
Okay. Well, let's.
Actually, I tell you what, I'm gonna play it on this
Oh, what you got?
this Epiphone Sheraton. That I give a shout out to a friend of mine,
It looks beautiful.
Mike Slaughter at Heyday Guitars, who actually rewired this thing and put some new pots in it, and it sounds fantastic. If I can find a cord.
There's a cord, man, stuffed up under you.
Well,
What's
there
this
you go.
plugged into?
That'll work. That's
It's
it.
snagged on something over there.
What do you mean?
man.
There's no Wi?
Plugged into, that's what I'm looking for.
What do you mean? There's no Wi-Fi on that
there you
thing?
There's no Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi. This one
No
is
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi free, actually. Now, I've got some other ones that do have the Wi-Fi.
So you're telling me I cannot play Angry Birds on this guitar?
You can, actually. Well,
Could you please
no,
demonstrate? No, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Please demonstrate this for us.
Well, you can play Angry Birds. You can do like this. You can do. Remember that one? Barney.
I love Barney. What happened to Barney? Is that still a thing?
He started working at
Sprung
McDonald's
out,
as
my
Grimace.
Yeah, he
Barney's
started-
strung out and working at McDonald's. And why are we talking about that on the Friday night game?
Barney got hooked on
Now,
that.
go ahead and swivel over, Tony P, and let them see what
Holy
the fellas.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Listen, the roadies, they're out of control. They know that the gigs are opening back up. They're ready. They're ready for summer, man. They're ready for summer, man. They are ready for summer. Are you ready to dance? Are you ready to do a little shaking or a little rock and rolling? What you guys got for it?
Man, we're gonna do a song that we wrote kind of for just saying thank you to the people and the community and everybody that
Just getting
supports
down.
all the local
Yeah.
businesses. It's gonna be
I
in
like
D.
that, man.
It's going to be in D. It's about all your local bards and your local musicians and how people support one another. And I mean, that's what life's all about. Help your neighbor. Help your neighbor. If everybody helped their neighbor, life would be a better place. Even if your neighbor's this guy. See what I'm saying? So we're just going to kind of take it, man. You got it. We're going to let
All right, like
Matt Walsh
hey,
here.
Hey, like we rehearsed this afternoon, okay?
This is called Damn Good Lie. sir. Thank you, sir, for stepping in with us. Great. Great.
And thank you.
Great. And Rhodey, great for you too, my friend.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I think, you know what? I think you're ready for the road again.
Is that some kind of symbol?
I think he's ready for the road again.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with a man that's right.
He's going down there to pack the van.
You know, he's a werewolf. I'm not gonna argue with it. So
How could you? How can you argue when you're wrong?
How can you? Well, there you go.
I don't know.
Fantastic song, fellas.
Thanks, man.
Fantastic
Thanks.
song. So apparently things are kind of opening back up again and whatnot. Have y'all got any gigs?
Man,
Tomorrow.
we'll be at the Red Buffalo downtown Statesville
Y'all
tomorrow.
are playing Red Buffalo.
Yeah,
tomorrow?
7:30
Yes.
to 10:30. Come check us out, man. It's going to be a
Yes,
great
sir.
time.
That's one of my favorite places.
Well, come see us if you ain't
in
doing nothing, Matt.
Statesville.
You know,
Yeah, tomorrow we have to work on a music video. We're making another music video.
Yeah.
you two are
It
so
never
busy.
stops with this guy.
Tony, how long you been doing this? Well, like,
Making music videos?
Yeah, man.
A year.
Well, you're getting it down pretty good.
Don't let him fool you. He's been doing this movie making thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Movie making I've been doing for about 5-6 years.
Okay,
Like, you know,
okay.
trying to.
well, everything I've
Stick
seen
to
that
it.
you've done looks, I mean,
Well,
great,
thank you,
man.
thank you,
Like,
thank
you
you,
do a good
thank
job,
you.
sir.
Yeah, well,
I
thank
must
you,
say,
thank
I
you.
must say.
You
It's
guys
been great
you guys
learning
need
the
to get him to
skills,
shoot
so.
your first music video.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You got a great shot of my ass in that video.
Yeah.
And when we were reviewing all the footage, I said, you know, we're keeping that, right?
Oh yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
no, we're
Oh,
putting
yeah.
I mean,
it
that
back.
was the
That big
debut
ass crack
of his
in there.
ass crack.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's the full moon for Rhodey Wolf.
I'm not sure how many times in editing when we were looking at that every time we would
Man.
chuckle.
I mean, how could you not?
So much ass
Listen,
crack.
what I found out back in December when we put this thing out is that if you put someone busting up a guitar, if you show a girl knocking a guy over on the floor and hitting his head, if you show somebody busting a beer bottle over somebody's head, you show a bunch of guys fighting, and then you show an ass crack, you got a great video.
Yeah.
Those are like the core ingredients.
And that
for a
happened to
great
be
music
your
video.
ass crack.
Yeah.
We figured that out.
The
We figured
debut
that out.
was-
of Man
People,
Bad.
I mean,
It-
you
I
know,
mean,
people
it-
gave me
it
covers
wasn't
for
to do
music
my ass.
videos. You might look at
It's this
that.
ass. I mean, I could maybe get it. I could probably get it. You know,
We're
like
gonna
the
have to
si-
stop,
the
Manimal, because they're not gonna subscribe to my YouTube if they can see it here.
No, but maybe you could
Hey.
start an OnlyFans or something.
No, hey, he's not stealing my business.
You can have guest appearances on your OnlyFans.
Oh man.
Wow.
I do need a guy to roll out the plastic sheet, though.
Nathan, we asked the other fellas how they got started. How did you get to banging on the drums, man?
My dad is a drummer.
Oh, cool, man. What's his name?
His name's Michael Grove.
Okay.
You know, ever since I was, as long as I can remember, my dad's been a drummer in 2 bands that I know of out of like South Florida, Tampa, Seminole, Clearwater Beach area.
Yeah.
And I mean, I
semen
was always sitting down behind my dad's drum kits at band practices, falling asleep on the drum rug in front of his kit while he's jamming. And
Weren't you in the studio with 7 Mary 3 when they recorded
not
Cumbersome?
7. I was.
10, right?
Is that 7 Mary?
Yeah, that's 7 Mary 3. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy
My
was
dad's-
there when
my dad's
Cumbersome.
band recorded in the same studio that 7 Mary 3 recorded the album that the song Cumbersome.
Okay, yeah, I kind
And I've played on the drum set that's in the recording of that album.
Wow.
So,
man.
I got to hang out a lot of that studio. I can't remember the name of the studio off the top of my head. I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
But yeah, grew up playing the drums my whole life. My dad's still a drummer to this day. Has a way better kit than I do.
Yeah.
What's
he play?
He plays a DW,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Very familiar with those. My drummer, Austin Hicks, used to play a
Yeah.
W kick.
They're great. Love them.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, just grew up around drums my whole life, man. Bands, period. You know, just picked it up from my dad.
All right.
Is Austin the guy that passed away?
Austin, yeah, he played with me in the low counts. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
It's Austin,
Yep.
then.
Yeah, man.
Cheers. Everybody can
Yes,
drink
sir.
of that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Richie,
You're back.
Hey, I am back.
You must have a winner.
We had outstanding turnout for
Yeah.
tonight's trivia question. If
Really?
you're just joining the show tonight, as this game works, I roll the wheel here. We come up with a category. I ask a trivia question about that category. Sort of pertains to the show. Tonight was one of our most popular characters, Thor Whittington, and the first person to correct on our comment correctly.
All right.
Drinking.
You're a real Bob Barker over there with that microphone.
Drink a couple on the flight.
Those
It's
apple
a
teenies
long
will get
flight
to you.
from Bangladesh.
Yeah,
First
that's a
class,
long
they
one,
just
bud.
keep
A
feeding them
long
to you.
flight
When you're
from
first class,
Bangladesh.
they
That's a
just
long
feed them
one.
to you, you know.
Hey, woo!
And I think you said you had to eat some hashish at the
There
right
was
before
hashish. It's part of local custom, so you do as they do in
Yeah.
Bangladesh. right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So,
because
yeah.
apparently you were going to get called at customs, is the way you told me.
And the mushrooms didn't help nothing either. But that's a whole different
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
Man, you
That's a
gotta
whole different
bathe
situation.
more.
Well, it's part of my zoo. Part of the zoo. Part of the zoo. If you want to see more information about the zoo.
Don't take your kids to the zoo.
But like I said, we asked a
Not
question.
his zoo.
Comment correctly on the Facebook live stream, and you win cold hard cash thanks to the Nite law. And like I said, we had a very good response tonight. Our winner tonight is Blues Loving Bob. That's right, Robert O'Neill watching from P Ridge. Anybody else know where P Ridge is?
No.
I own a series of beach homes there. Anybody-
A series.
Yeah,
series.
I bought
Wow.
Neighborhoods.
You were quite the entrepreneur, my friend.
Washington County. Washington County, North Carolina. We're coming out to you, Blues Loving Bob. The question was, in Philadelphia folklore, this creature is said to inhabit the Pine Barrens and is often described as a flying biped, walks on two legs according to Tony P, with hooves. And the correct answer is the Jersey Devil. Congratulations, Bob. This cash is yours. Take it away, Matt.
Well, folks, have we got any other announcements? Have you guys got a website? Anything that you'd like to link the folks up with? How they can come out and see? What time's the show start tomorrow?
7:30.
7:30. 7:30
I
tomorrow
encourage
at
you.
the Red
Buffalo's
Buffalo
a
in downtown
fantastic
Statesville.
place.
Yeah, man,
It's
great
very-
home out on bar, man. They got all
Great
types
beers.
of brews.
Yeah,
And,
man.
yeah.
Craft
It's a cool
beers.
spot. It's a cool spot. Come check us out at 7:30. And like he said, you can follow us on Facebook. We got our page, Technical Difficulties. Please come check us out. It's got all of our upcoming events and everything. And like I said, we do a lot of charity work. So if there's any type of benefits, please reach out to us. We love doing stuff like that for the people.
perusing y'all's Facebook page.
Yeah, come see us.
Yeah,
Yes.
y'all were doing a lot. Y'all been doing
We've
a lot
done
of
benefits.
charities.
We've
Yeah.
done benefits for the Iredell
Good for
Fire
y'all,
Department.
yeah.
And,
We just did a
Yeah.
benefit this past weekend for a lady that's got stage 4 leukemia and stuff. And, you know, I've known her for a long time, and they invited us to come there. And
Yeah.
it's good people and it's good times, and that's kind of what music's all about, right,
That's
man?
right.
Just
It's
kind
about,
of
baby.
That's right.
bringing
That's all
everybody
about.
together and, you know.
Healing.
That's what
Yeah,
we're trying to
exactly.
do
Thank you,
here.
Tony.
Just have a
Thank
big
you,
old
thank you.
hoop nanny. We hope y'all come back next week.
Yes, sir.
And folks, you know, if you like this kind of thing, you got a friend, whatever, tell them if they've missed out, don't have them watch it on here tomorrow. Tell them to go to my YouTube page. The link is down in the description of the stream, Rich. And, you know, you can watch it tomorrow. We put a little extra sauce on it, I guess.
Extra
what you say.
sauce.
Put a little special sauce on it. So go on that link. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to Tony P's YouTube channel.
Yes, subscribe.
Fellas, let's
Thank
do a
you.
little jam and E. Let's do maybe a
Yeah.
little blues shuffle or something
Sure.
for the folks on the way out.
Absolutely.
And Tony, maybe let it roll for about a minute or two. Folks, until next time, don't be fooled by imitators. Fear the originators. You know what, fellas? I love having guys like y'all on, young folks. One of the funnest things about getting to be old, I'll be 44. And
I'm catching up to
in
you, buddy.
2 months,
I'm catching up.
I'll be 44. It's
Catching
one of the nicest things about this show, I got to tell y'all, is having young people on here and giving them a chance to share the music and
Well,
giving them a spot.
Yeah, man.
Because
Absolutely.
young musicians that are developing need a stage. And we're going to go ahead. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I
So,
can.
folks,
Yeah.
Tune in.
Sweet, man.
We got a lot more.
Don't leave me
coming
hanging.
up. I'm not gonna leave you hanging.
No, I was talking to this
Don't
man.
forget
Oh, that was for me. I apologize.
young musicians and Matt too.
We got a lot more coming up.
I'm
folks.
older than he is.
Don't be fooled by imitators for the original.
I'm only 28,
right.
man. I
It's
just
Friday
look terrible
night
for my
gamble.
age.
He's only 28.
I just,
Take us away, Matt.